Good morning, good morning, good morning, wonderful people. We are absolutely happy and humbled to be here today with you guys. Of course, last week we weren't here because we are trying to make some changes. We need to grow this channel. We need people to hear this information, right? Because we need to go home. We need to fix our home. We need to get things done. You can see my name is Alibo Walanso, and I solely believe that in my heart. So I don't know about some of you that think like it's a land where you have to run away from. It's a land where there is milk and honey. And if you look, you will find. So, welcome to the program. My name is Mona Chimsaga, and I am happy to be here today.
Thank you so much, my people. Of course, my name is April, and you're welcome here today. Like my sister has said, this work has to be done, and we're here to do it. Thank you, wonderful people, for being part of this community and are agreeing to work with us to liberate Africa and the indigenous ethnic nationalities and peoples of Africa, and of course, Nigeria. With on this planet, on this platform, yeah, planet, we bring you truths for what it is, not what people want or wish it to be, but what it is. So let us know what your thoughts are as you're logging in and as you're sharing. Keep dropping your comments, and during the show we also read some comments and articles that people send to us, and so that it will be part of the conversation because this is interactive. And please double tap on your phone, because if you just double tap, like my sister said, when you double tap, it will knock off the algorithm. It will show that you've liked the video. Please don't forget, double tap as you log in, double tap. And remember to subscribe to our channels. We have two channels now, and they're both growing. Subscribe to both of them. And then please hit the notification bell to stay active and be part of the conversation going on in the community 247. Thank you.
Thank you, awesome. So we play the music while we try to share this in our various platforms, and as you continue to get your friends to come on board as well. Awesome. Please continue to help us to share and like as we go over our wonderful topic today. Um, Again, you are welcome and welcome to the program. So, um, I'm not sure uh, if you have seen the topic of the day, but it's well loaded, it's very well loaded. Um, we're still on the things of religion because if we don't stop what this religious brainwashing has done to us, we'll be running in circles. Because right now we are suffering from what is called parasitic manipulation. The religion is in there in our system, manipulating it for its own good, but not for our own good. So rightfully so, our topic says they sold us hope in heaven while they seized the riches of the earth. We see this a lot. We see them in their flights, in their jets, in their everything else. They even have the audacity to come online and tell us they need a new jet. So, brothers and sisters, please listen carefully. For far too long, they told us to lift our eyes to the skies while they buried their hands deep in the soil beneath our feet. They sold us golden crowns in heaven while they quietly looted the treasures of our land. They told us to sing of mansions in the sweet by and by while they built empires here and made us strangers in our own inheritance. They told us when we suffer, please endure, wait, pray. Why they strategized, conquered, and took, and we believed. They became so, or we became so heavenly minded that we turned into spectators on earth, waiting for rapture like passenger at a bus stop, while the wolves come and drive us to our deadly destination. And that's why Ninas came, laid a boastful plan on the table, a plan that is clear, that is lawful, that is non-violent, a roadmap to retrieve our stolen sovereignty, dismantle the fraudulent 1999 constitution, give our children a bright future. What we do? We are waiting for a heavenly rapture. We turned our backs, not because the strategy was flawed, not because we are not sure if we'll work or not, but because we are waiting for the sky to open up and a chariot to carry us to a better place called heaven. These people told us that God will do it for us. So we refused to move our feet. We chose to wait for rapture instead of setting in motion what we need to do. As we wait, time is running out. Every election held under this fraudulent 1999 constitution tightens the chains around our neck or necks. Before any national election, we must act decisively on the Nina strategy because rapture is not coming. We saw videos of our people waiting for rapture and it didn't come and it will never come because even the enemies told us that it's what? Word without end. That's the only truth they told us in all these religious activities that we've been practicing on. We were told that the word is without end and is absolutely without end. So no election will deliver you from the troubles that we have in our hands. Only deliberation, deliberate action. Only a deliberate action will get us to our final destination. So I will put the video of the day while my sister add. I don't know why this stupid light keeps turning off.
Yes. Thank you so much, my sister, for that wonderful introduction. We must do this work. We are not going to assume that something will come and zap us from here to the sweet by and by. There's no sweet by and by. What's going to happen is that your lands will be taken. They've been taken already, but they will not clear your children. Mm. So the first video is our brother. He calls himself Modern Day Town Crier. We are very excited when we see our children wise,
Yes.
following, like, digging history and critically analyzing things. It makes us like, okay, we're happy our job is done. So in this video, he says indirect rule was successful in the northern part of Nigeria because of Islam and feudalism by Fulani Emirates. Because you know the people troubling the whole world are the globalists, and they do it through emirate building and empire building. So in this video, he said indirect rule was successful in the north, but it was unsuccessful in the southern parts. He also said, why? But we are not telling you because it was not successful in the south, they brought a different strategy, which is the fake religion that they brought, fake Christianity. whitewash Christianity. Christianity was already in Ethiopia, in Africa, but these people brought a fake Christianity for the slaves, for the colonies, turned everything upside down. Why? So that they can steal your resources. They will get you brainwashed, like my sister said. You're not able to critically analyze anything, and they take all your resources. So you sit down waiting for sweet by and by, and then they'll come and zap all that you have. That's what has been happening. So let's listen to our brother. Thank you.
Northern part of Nigeria, keeping them in submission and in silence using indirect rule. The British turned to the south, but this time it was not easy because they met people who could read, write, and resist. The gun met with a pen. They met people who did not see their king as supernatural leaders, and that changed everything. You see, unlike the northern part of Nigeria, the South had no centralized emirate system. Instead, it was a patchwork of independent ethnic nations like the Igbo Republic. Some call it Igbo, IBO. No, it's not Igbo. It is Igbo, IGBO. Call them that. The Igbo Republic, the Yoruba kingdoms and the Ijaw communities. And these independent ethnic nations had decentralized systems of governance. And because of that, the British had no king to control. That made indirect rule difficult to exist. But the British, being British, did what made them British. And what was that? They created a system. They created their own kings, called them warren chiefs, gave them power and authority to collect taxations from the people. But guess what? It did not succeed because they were unpopular and not legitimate. They lacked legitimacy among the people because before they came, there were systems on ground. Among the Yorubas, you had the Alafin, the Bashorun, the Oyomesi, the Ogboniko fraternity, the Ora Onakakanfo. Among the Igbos, you had the Okpara, the Ofo title holders, the Ozo title holders, the Ezemwo, the Umuada, the age grade. They were systems, but the British ignored them and brought warren chiefs. Yet, they did not succeed. Christianity, literacy, and Western education had already taken root in the South, especially in places like Lagos, Abeokuta, Calabar, and Onitsha. People were already aware of whom they were. Let's point a little. The Women War of 1929. You call it Aba Women Riot. I call it Aba Women Protest. It was not a riot. It was a revolutionary act against taxation and warren chiefs. So while the people did not see their leaders as supernatural beings, the people demanded fair representation, accountability, and education. And that choked and suffocated indirect rule for it not to survive. So while the North were ruled through indirect rule in silence and in submission, the South stood and roared through it using printed words, protest, and politics. So the South became a hotbed for nationalism, producing journalists, writers, and freedom fighters. The South laid the groundwork for Nigerians' future nationalism, okay, and also producing the ground for the power struggle between a political vocal South and a politically shielded North. These systems in place still exist today. This crash of colonial strategy still echoes in the Nigeria power dynamics till date. If you want me to make a video on how these places were governed, let me know in the comment section, because what I just...
So what we want to, the little thing we want to add to what our brother, our son, has just said, is that the indirect rule did not work. That's the colonialists. What they do is they want to centralize everything. They bring everything so that with one button, they can control everyone. But the South was too rebellious because of their local, their cultural and traditional systems that they had. So, in order to defeat that cultural system and beat them into submission, Christianity was introduced. That's why you see that all the Christianity was attacking in Igbo land and in Yoruba land is the custom and the tradition of the people. And that's what we're saying. The fake Christianity is nothing but to brainwash you and beat you into submission. That is why neocolonialism continued to today. And we are saying it's time up for colonialism and neocolonialism, plus their foreign God, foreign idols that they brought to brainwash our people and to conquer our people. Divide and conquer has always been the tool. And that is what Christianity is all about. Thank you. My sister will continue.
Right. So when we talk about how they are heavenly minded, I mean earthly minded, while we are heavenly minded, we talk about religious fundamentalism, which refers to the belief in absolute authority of religious texts or leaders. We see this in a lot in our land. We see the likes of Catholic, I can't even think of their name now. The people in our land telling us that Buhari is a very good leader, or and then good luck is a
Yeah,
bad luck.
Catholic
And
priest, and
Keza has a
Reverend
guy that short
Mbaka, Mbaka,
Mbaka.
Mbaka. Mhm.
Mbaka, they came, yeah, they now they've replaced them with the Zionists. So they're always there. They're always there to direct our minds into looking at evidence-based stuff, scientific stuff that makes sense, logical things that make sense, and telling us to look up to the Lord. So we know that this religious fundamentalism is not good for us as individuals because it discourages any logical reasoning or any scientific evidence when even the move that we are making, as we see, they are also against us. So how are they also hijacking this brain? They act almost like a parasite. I will tell you more about it as we go. Mental parasite. We know that a parasite does not usually kill the host. It usually inhabits and they make you or the parasite to be dependent on you for survival. You won't die, but you will be there for survival. So they put these religious things in our head. You will fight your mother, you will fight your sister, you will fight your whole village, you will discard everybody because you're a Zionist, you're Israel, you're not Israel. Because when it feeds off of us, it changes our behavior in a way that benefits the parasite. And in this case, when we talk about the parasite, we're talking about religion. And even imitates things over time when we look at it. Because we hear stories from our mothers or our older ones that will tell us something else. As we go, we hear different stories, right? It may be a story of, oh, John the Baptist did this. Before you know it, we're hearing it's somebody else that did it. Before you know it, they're telling you, oh, slap. If somebody slaps you, give them the other cheek to slap, which was never written anywhere. It was just passed down to us so that we can continue to act in a crazy manner. So therefore, we say that religion goes through mutations. And so far, we have inherited the bad variant of this religion. When we talk about how it can act as a virus or even as a parasite, we see them in different formats. As they replicate, just like a computer virus, they will be like a Trojan horse. A Trojan horse will tell you to download the information so that you will think is good for you. But what the Trojan horse is doing is taking over your system. We see that a lot in religion. And this will refer as parasitic manipulation. So everything that you're doing is basically to allow the parasite to survive and the host to die. That's why you see our people, you present them something that makes sense. They're not understanding it because it's not about going to heaven. And then Mbaka will come and tell them, even though he has been proven to lie about things, the things that he told them that will come to fruition never came to fruition, they will continue to believe him. Why something else that is logical, that is evidence-based, that is there on the table? The last thing they will do is to go and evaluate that information. But they can go to 5-day fasting. They can go to midweek services. They can leave their job and go to religious revivals at 10 o'clock in the morning. Because again, the religion has become a parasitic manipulation in their system. So we must reevaluate everything that we know about this religion. Everything, everything. And we will talk more about that as we move further today. So I will pull up the second video of the day. I will eventually post this information online for you guys to have, because we need to see the depth of this. That's why when we are talking, people are not listening. The parasite has taken over. You're just there feeding the parasite. It's like a tumor. You have fibroid. The fibroid wants to be bigger than the person that has the uterus. It's much bigger, painful even. Taking and taking and taking from you. You're anemic. The parasite, the fibroid has more blood supply, while you, the host, is anemic. So I will pull up the video of the day.
Now, before the video, let's pull up, sorry, the clips of
Yeah,
some of the quotes they used to feed our people. We want to thank our brother Obi Kwama. He said they deceived us, they deceived the Igbo people with what they loved so much. That's their chi. And then we welcome our sister Chinyere Elizabeth says it. You're welcome. Please continue to share, double tap, so that this message can get to our people. We're here to liberate our people, and we will finish this work. So some of these things, yes, some of the things, the sweet quotes they used to deceive our people. They will tell them, our greatest moment on earth are but shadows of the glory that awaits us in heaven. The person that is telling you is building empire, building castle, building everything
selling
for the
olive
children.
oil, selling water.
Yes, yes, selling everything sellable to take your money and build empire on earth for his children and grandchildren and his family. But he's telling you you should wait because there's sweet by and by. They will tell you heaven gives us hope and makes our present burdens easier to bear. What are they telling you? For you to stay and accept colonialism, for you to accept hunger on earth, for you to accept underdevelopment, for you to accept insecurity, for you to accept backwardness, for you to accept sickness, sorrow, everything, because you're going to have hope in heaven. And our brothers in Islam, they will tell them when they die, they will go to heaven and they will give them 70 virgins and they will give them the power to sleep with 70 virgins. I said, anybody believing this cock and bull story needs to be taken to psychiatric hospital for proper mental evaluation.
Immediately, Seth.
They will say, heaven helps us, meaning you should go and sleep so that heaven will come and help you. They will tell you, our citizenship is in heaven. So you won't want to start asking your government questions because you're not even a citizen of the country that you are. Your citizenship.
Oh, even was Zion, who is Israelite.
Yes. They say Jesus gives us hope for heaven. These are some of the cock and bull stories they keep telling our people and to keep them down so that they will not do anything to deliver themselves. We can play the next video, please.
While we endure hardship.
While we endure hardship.
Yes, your gift is in heaven. That's where it
Yes.
is. No, this world is not your own.
No. This world is not my own. I'm just passing by or passing through. Treasures are laid up beyond the more. You're still passing through. But people, your own treasure on earth, some people are grabbing them. But your own treasure is in heaven. The gold in your land that you will use to build golden streets, if you want, they will come and steal it and pile them up in UK and in the West. Tell you when you die, you walk in the streets of gold.
Keep enduring.
So the video we are playing is for you to see how the mental. Last our show, we told you about religious psychosis, the mental illness that they brought to our people and called it religion. These people are waiting for rapture in the bush. My daughter was like, I wonder at what time did they now say, oh, he's not coming, let's go home. We are hungry now.
No, somebody said that they are carrying handbag, carrying sweater. All they have to do is go naked. Remember, you're going straight to heaven.
Exactly.
They should go naked. They should climb to the nearest top of the tree so that the rapture will be easier for the rapture to just go on top of the tree and just grab them instead of carrying excess luggage.
Our people, please deliver your people, deliver your brothers and sisters from this madness. It's your responsibility because you're the one funding it, especially you in diaspora. You keep sending money for them to eat. Why this madness continues? But assuming you don't send money to them, they will not be giving tithe and offering to their criminal pastors and pulpit bandits. Is video already, please? So that you see it for your, because on this platform we show you, we don't just tell you the story, we will show it so that you see and make decision, because we know you can make decision. See your people in Zambia. Is it coming up? It's not displayed here.
Oh, you're not hearing it?
I can hear it, but it's not on the platform. Okay, yeah, it's now up here. Thank you. So watch our people. Yeah. Hey, oh. My people, what does this look like? Is this not madness?
It's embarrassing.
This is how poor elected him, my people. Because they've made the earth useless to them. They are hoping there's somewhere that will come so that they will go to ease their pain. To ease their pain. It's so painful. Meanwhile, the land they are living in is full of mineral resources. Our brother said, "Oh, but she just a fact." Sorry, Ikechukwu says, "Yes, that person needs help for waiting for 70 virgins." You are saying that person, that means billions of them, because people that believe this thing you're hearing in your ear now saying, how can somebody be listening to this and stay? I watched an interview recently, and the lady was doing a good job luring the man to be saying much, and he was saying with passion how they will give them 17 women. And the lady saying, means so after the women and all of you have finished the religion you are doing here, you now go to your heaven, then they will give you the women still 70. He said yes, that the women should know whether they're on earth or in heaven, they are meant for men. And somebody still calls himself or herself a Muslim. Will not interrogate this nonsense and say, what is this? And then you that are believing religion, Islam has one heaven, Christianity has another heaven. And
you find yourself in the Islamic heaven, they will deal with you.
That means the war continues, even in heaven. When we finish on this earth, the war will go to the next level. Because the heaven of Islam and heaven of Christians, they will continue to fight. And even inside the heaven of Muslims, of Christians, the white man, the black man that cannot stay
What are you
together.
talking about? The Anglicans will deal with you, Catholic. You guys
Exactly. Yes. Even so, we are saying, our people, that if you sit down and analyze things and critically analyze things, you will see what is really
fraud alert.
Fraud. You receive red. It's not just red flag. It's red. It's not red. Is it red flag? Yes. It will be red banner. You will see fraud everywhere. Our brother will come and say, "It's heaven. It's heaven. If heaven is real, no white man would allow a black. Yeah. If heaven is real, no white man will allow a black man to enter it. They don't even allow you to stay on your ground where you are, your ancestral homeland that is yours. They have refused that you will not have peace on it. Then there's a heaven where they will allow two of you to be going to. And then when you not get there, two of you will not become equal. On earth, they did not agree that you are equal, that you are a human being. Then all of a sudden, there's a heaven where both of, even in church here.
What are you talking about, Sister Ikwe? And then the judge is their brother. Blue eye, blonde hair.
Yes, blue eye
That's
Jesus Christ. And they will let you inside it. Onya
oh
olele ka
my
agbalo.
God.
Ụmụnne
Yeah.
Tetanụ na-ewu ata
Imagine if they see me with this hair. That's condemnation, right there. I'll go straight to
yes.
hell.
Ewu ata anyị igu n'isi ụmụnne m ewu ata ndị Igbo igu n'isi ewu ata anyị igu n'isi o tetanụ ndị Igbo ewu ata anyị igu n'isi. We continue to watch. Listen to this.
Is the long-standing procurer.
Yeah, if their video starts doing that, we'll play it outside the. It would be nice to show it.
The long-standing.
You want to play it on the thing?
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Sorry. They keep. Once it's them, you know, because they start blocking whatever they're blocking from their end. Because they don't want the people to hear the truth. So we were showing it, the picture for you to see is them saying it. Now, if the people that brought the thing to you, the fraud to you, are not telling you the truth, my people, it's time to wake up. We won't have any excuse if we don't wake up to begin to do what we're supposed to do. Let me pull it up and we'll just play the audio. Pay attention, please, and you understand what is being said.
Vatican is the long-standing procurer of children for the elite. It turns out that drinking children's blood is an anti-aging device. This is just really sick and disgusting, but it's a fact. It's a chemical fact. And if you drink adrenalized children's blood, this is a doubly effective anti-aging device. It's gone on throughout history. This is not new. The Catholic Church is all about power over people. The Catholic Church is all about, we'll tell you what to think, don't think for yourselves. And the same is true of all religions that have dogma. Okay? Any religion with dogma is a false religion. It's a false God. God is us. God is in we, the cosmos, and we do not need a religion to be good human beings that advance to the next level of civilization. So religions right now are part of the deep state. They're part of the control mechanism. Vatican is the long-standing
So you heard what they said. We'll pull up some of the pictures to show you what they're doing. This guy is talking about how they make children go through pain and take their blood and drink it to prolong their lives. This is them, allegedly. At this point, we put allegedly. You see?
If
This
you want
system,
more information, it's there. You just have to dig, not even through
yes,
Google.
yes.
So you have to go under, you can find even more damning information.
Honestly, even just being inside that church, if you just put on your thinking cap, things will begin to make sense to you. The only reason things are not making sense to you is because you left your brain at home. If you will go to that church with your brain, if you sit down, things will just start opening up. Like our sister that they just dismissed, our reverend sister. I said, thank God for your deliverance. They just released you from coven. Please go and look for, prepare yourself for marriage so that you can do while you're on earth here. Imagine how they wasted the lives of our men and women for population control. Who told you that God says you should not go and marry? Then you are a full-fledged man. You are there calling yourself a priest. Wasted your entire life. Eating anazugi mbuli. And the way I can say anazugi mbuli. Ine toko.
Simply, what are you talking about? They have access to multiple women, like all
That's
of it, any
true.
kind, small,
That's
no man, boys and table man. Yeah, how they refer this scenario for one and they used to attack bread, attack. I mean, it's I like it.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
I
So
had to wait to our sister for coming out to uncover them, but it's okay. It's all good. Please, those that are hearing, come out of that place. So these are some of the pictures. Then please let's see the pictures of the because the thing is that they handed up to the local pastors. So we're showing you that both okay, they brought darkness to Africa. They brought darkness to Africa and want to maintain light. So there's a picture of how Matthew Ashimolo, a set of pictures is down, down, down. Because they know the truth. They know the truth. And rather than tell our people the truth, they chose to lie to our people. They are here building mansions. They are here building projects, in making investment, building estates. I say, at what point is God going to destroy the earth? If you are investing so much in building castles and estates on this earth, I'm telling my people to wait when they die to heaven. That's where their mansion is. But you're building mansion on earth. And Matthew Ashimolowu, or whatever he calls himself, say seed sowing is how we change Nigeria. You believe what this nonsense? The other one, see this one. This is Adeboye's son. The people that when they were small, their father was busy amassing wealth for them. He has eaten that he saw. Some people say he's a hippopotamus. It's not me that said it. It's some people that said it. It's not me. He's not telling them they're doing their conference. He said, don't come close. Because don't come that they want to weed out the jokers that are coming to eat, they are meeting to eat food. That they want to weed them off. So they want to do fasting so that they won't give them food for the conference. We hear that there, if you want to go to toilet, you now pay 100 naira to enter. Is it the one they call Mother Teresa that set up something that is where people are dying? We posted these videos on Daughters of Truth Facebook. Go and see the things people are finding out. Meanwhile, the money was being sent to Vatican, all the money from the so-called foundation. While the people are dying in is it Calcutta? Where is that place that they say that their Mother Teresa is?
Calcutta or something like that.
They are busy siphoning all the money that the people are donating to Vatican. Meanwhile, they are hobnobbing with all the criminals in this whole world. Just like you have the pastors in our land that are hobnobbing with all the political criminals. Who is fooling who? Who is fooling who?
The
Now
religious
it's
leaders are fooling us.
yes, more pictures, please. Let's just run through the pictures so that we'll go to the next video. Yes, see them. They're having fun. They're having fun. Yes, this see all of them. They will live to 90 years, but your own child will die at 30. Your own child will die. See, he said, when my sons were getting married, I gave them a house each. Which
Wow.
one did your father give? Your father was paying tithe and offering inside church. He did not build even a single uno okoko for you to inherit. But this man has a clan now. Gave birth to children. The children have given birth to children. So the life that you're supposed to live is what they're living on this earth. Why they're telling you that, don't worry, when you die, your own will start.
4 grandchildren and 22 properties for them. Wow.
Yes. And he already has 22 properties. He says he wants to make it 100 before he dies for his grandchildren. Now he has built this estate. I hear that this estate, for you to have one land, that be one flat, I don't know how many $1,000 or $1 billion that you have to pay. Where did the money come from? Tithes and offering. What's that one that is? I can't say it. Okay.
It's more of the same now.
So it is called
luxury house 7.
Exactly.
Now they're real estate moguls.
Yes. That's what it is. Ebuka Obi is now building psychiatric hospital. Meanwhile, I thought in Nigeria you can't build hospital except you're a medical doctor. We do not understand. We're asking questions. So the questions we're asking is for our people to wake up. See this one and his plan. Meanwhile, your own children died in Mediterranean Sea, swimming, looking for food. Some died in Libya, in deserts. And you think it's normal? You think it's okay? Tetanu, wake up, black man. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to wake up. Stop this game. Stop this game. We have another video coming up.
Yes.
So please continue to double click on your phone. When you double double tap, just on the phone, like in front of the phone, you just double like this. That's it's like, so that it can knock off the algorithm and then get this information to our people. Work is going on. We are not here to lament. We are here to point out the things to you. Is in line with our topic. While we are that promising us hope in heaven, they are busy on earth, grabbing the riches of the earth. Oh, okay. Before this
Nigeria.
we sorry, I think it's clips, not video. This is before this one, because we're talking about deception. Deception, how they deceived our people. While our people are gazing at heaven for hope, they carved out empires out of the earth. They lifted our eyes to heaven as they claim earth. And we are saying it's time to wake up. So the greatest deception of our time is for you to memorize the history and spirituality of other indigenous peoples in the Bible or Quran. They whitewash Christianity, they Arabize Islam. You memorize other people's history and spirituality, why you neglect those of your people and your ancestors.
And even worse, accepting their ancestors as your saint.
Exactly.
People that hate your guts, you're there praying for their ancestors to come and do what again?
People that colonized you, the ancestors that colonized you, their ancestors that went to Belgium and cut off the hands of children, killed millions of people for the resources in their land. They are the saints. Mother Teresa is now a saint.
And Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel,
Yes.
Saint Ndemo, Saint Anthony.
No wonder you and your people are going into extinction.
Hmm.
Because you know what? You will rapture into that their fake heaven, that European Arabic heaven. Because you'll be confused as you're flying. You don't know which one, whether you should enter the heaven of the Arab or heaven of the Europe. As you are planning, you will go into extinction. While their descendants will be left on earth to kill off your own descendants and grab your rich ancestral homelands. That's what will happen. That is what is coming.
Clifford, I know you can hear me. This message is for you.
Yeah, that's the next video, actually. That's what I was looking for. That's the next video. Because we are talking about how the politics is linked to church. There's one of our show where we told you that these churches, that's where they rig elections. Because when we put all the things out, we connect it to you so that it will make sense. We'll help you to see where you will take action, where you need, apart from all this one we're taking, liberate yourself, liberate your wife, liberate your husband, liberate your children from these fraudulent place. We don't go to church anymore. So we are liberating ourselves and our family. So that's the same thing we are telling you. Our own spirituality is found, but we can't go where they're duping our people. It's period. We can't connect.
Can you imagine the money that we're giving to these criminals if we turn it around and use it around our own communities?
Exactly.
Just imagine, government or no government. Can you imagine ego haja estates, ego haja fly jets, ego haja be?
You know that Ozobolo, this man they call Bishop Ozobolo, built 3 Roman Catholic churches in one town.
There's no industry to
no industry, no factory.
Not even
3 churches, 3 cathedrals.
And you think he's going to heaven or hell?
What this Anom built for our people?
He will be
and there's so much poverty.
Zion.
You know what he now did? You know what he now built foundation and be giving our people food. Efele rice.
Right. Yeah, that should brighten their future, right?
Yeah.
He was a boy like modern time or modern day
Modern day
time
town
guy.
crier.
Boy, man full of knowledge. You
Yes.
reduce him to Okonkwo's Okorocha style. Oh, I'm feeding 500 people in my house. Who
Yes.
told you it's okay to feed 500 people in your house? Why are they, where are the jobs? Why don't they have a job?
Exactly.
Where are the
Exactly.
job? Who told you that's what we
Exactly.
want to do? So that we can come and bow to you, bow, Mr. Bow, before we can eat.
Yeah.
You guys are thinking in 2025 that it's okay for your younger ones to be begging you for stuff. You're not praying that the your children should be bigger and better than you on every level. No, you guys want your children to be inside your brokers so that they will come and beg you for water, beg you for food, beg you to find a place to sleep. That in 2025, you find it radical for your younger ones to be bigger and better than you. Unu ga-agbara ọgwụ unu nwụọ isi adịrọ n'unu ma you guys are mad. Unu wụ ndị ara. Unu wụ ndị
Yeah.
ara. I'll play
Yeah.
this.
Aroka. Church destroyed their brain. That's why they're not behaving like our ancestors, because our ancestors were not like that. Our ancestors, our ancestors, their children were better than them. That's why they sent this Eflave abroad in the first place to go to school. Only for them to now get there, they embrace this demonic religion and now change completely. Here doesn't know how coconut that in pap because their brain is not functioning. That's why they can't critically think. So we told you people that the religion and the politicians, the religious leaders, because we've been telling you about how religion damaged our people. Now, to go ahead, they are working hand in hand with the politicians. Remember, we are telling you about how colonialism and religion. So when colonialism was coming, they came in with all these their religion together. When they are now moving from colonialism to neo-colonialism, because neo-colonialism is where they will now get black leaders to continue the indirect rule. So they needed local pastors. So that's where these local Pentecostal pastors came in. They are continuing the job indirectly, the job of subjugation, the job of making our people poor. They work hand in hand. So the rigging of election takes place in churches. Inside churches, they bribe them, they give them money, they buy private jet for them. All the money you're seeing them move around, politicians gave the money to them. That's why when we are saying let's reconstruct Nigeria, they will not listen to us because Nigeria is working for them and their children. All the money that we need to build hospital, build roads, is the money they are using to set up, buy their private jet, set up their castles, and take care of their families. You see why we are saying we can't be funding the people that are killing us. Listen to this man confess what we are saying. He's on camera, he's on video. Listen, pay attention to hear what he said. Thank you.
Your political party and other politicians in this church. We understand that another election is approaching, and as usual, it is a season when politicians start behaving funny, thinking they are being smart. Brethren, why am I saying this? This morning, on my way to church, as I entered the church premises, I saw 2 cows tied to one of the solar poles in the compound. When I asked who brought them,
Sorry.
It's that.
Okay, so it's not playing, right?
It's playing, but it's blank. So it's not video, it's playing audio.
Yeah, because that's how it came out.
Can you refresh it and see what happened?
Yeah, it came out black. I didn't see any video.
What? Sorry, please. People. Wait a minute. I didn't realize that.
I mean, that's fine. We can hear him well, so it
Oh,
doesn't
okay. Okay.
have to be distant.
Yeah, but I can forward the video and see if sometimes seeing when they see it, it makes more sense because they will know some of the pastors. We don't know them, but they know them. I'm forwarding it to you to see if this one will play better.
Okay.
I forwarded it. Please check. Please continue to double tap, continue to share, and continue. We are reading your comments. He said many of our brother Bill Kwama said many of the beneficiaries are the so-called highly educated people, are they are the ones promoting this nonsense and stupidity. You would think that educated people will have better sense. No, they're itibolible. That's what we call them, itibolible. They went to school, but they didn't learn anything from them. Nothing. So please continue to share, continue to like, double tap, and subscribe because we want to grow the community. Okay, I think this will play better now. Thank you so much.
Clifford, I know you can hear me. This message is for you, your political party, and other politicians in this church. We understand that another election is approaching, and as usual, it is a season when politicians start behaving funny, thinking they are being smart. Brethren, why am I saying this? This morning, on my way to church, as I entered the church premises, I saw 2 cows tied to one of the solar poles in the compound. When I asked who brought them, I was told it was you, Honorable Clifford, that you said it was a gift from the state governor. My assistant also informed me that you dropped a check of 150 million naira, that the state governor is using it to support our church building project. Honorable Clifford, I will pardon you this time because I have not told you this before. Please let this be the first and the last time you will ever convey any gift or donation from the state governor to this church. I have told him several times that we do not need his donations here. Can't you see the conditions of the roads in his state? The governor is literally the worst governor in Nigeria as we speak, and yet he had the mind to donate 150 million naira to our church project. Please return the money to him and tell him to add more to it and pay the teachers he has been owing for 6 months. Sometimes I wonder if God forgot to give these evil politicians a heart when he created them. And secondly, please don't bring cows into this church premises to litter the environment. Tell him we don't need his money or his cows. Woe to any man of God who sits on the truth while Nigerians suffer, simply because the evil politicians tormenting the people happen to be his church members. We are supposed to be messengers of truth, but if you let greed make you deviate, be ready to face God with your explanation.
You know, as we're taking down religion, they're making it sound like they are for the people. Yes, yeah, politicians build the road, build the hospital, please pay the teachers. Wow. What have you done for your congregants? What have you done? The church is going down. The donations are going down. They are getting it. They want to be in line with the people. Oh, now we are speaking for the people. Oh, politicians, do what you're supposed to do. Help the people, build the hospital, pay the teachers. When all along, good luck was bad luck. They will take this and this. Maybe the one that he's calling out is Onyiroya, right? Because once you're Onyiroya, they will use you as an example. Hey, if you're not Onyiroya, that car will not be messing up the environment. It will not be messing up anything. The teachers can burn in hell. The roads can drown every car that passes on it. They will not mind. But if the other politicians pay them, they will be like, bring you out there to embarrass you. Honey, they will be the same. Religion is a tool that has been used to subjugate our people and cause them to stop thinking. Give us parasitic manipulation where we're not able to speak for ourselves, do for ourselves. They are all together. Do not let them deceive you. They will come out. Oh yeah, I was in Omenala. Omenala Wezoku, but you went to Rome, you studied there, you got your PhD, you came around ran Catholic churches for years. You never came out and said Omenala Wezoku until now. Because you fought with your hands in the cookie jar. And I made the sugar, I have diabetes itself. I am one kneeling. Time is coming. Actually, your time is up.
Now,
so go ahead.
No, I'm agree. I said now is the time. It's not coming. Now is the time. Our sister Mercy Adigwe, you're welcome. Brother Tony Nadi, you're welcome. Please continue to share and like and subscribe. We must deliver our people, because the only reason our people are not listening to the call of freedom and liberation by Ninas is because the church, the religion is holding them down. and we must bring it down.
He
We are
said,
here to take back our people
he
because
said,
it's our people that build the church.
he
My
said,
grandfather, great-grandfather, they have a land that they gave to church. So go and take back your land, so take back your properties. The church is going down. We don't care whether the only reason we play that video is for you to use Kijen Tigiwenu. 150 million, one pastor. I don't even know that pastor. I've never even seen him. Imagine if this pastor that is hidden inside the Uru table is receiving 150 million. Can you see how Adeboye receive? Can you imagine how much is going to Adeboye, Oyedepo, Paul Enenche? If this obscure pastor is receiving 150 million, and he said they have been coming severally. So this 150 million would have been receiving it every month. Imagine what is going to Oyedepo, Adeboye, Abioye.
millions anymore. You have to come up with billions. They don't deal with millions.
It's true. No wonder they are building estates. No wonder they are building universities. No wonder they are building big schools, setting up business for their children and grandchildren. And this is why Ninas has said the obduracy of pushing towards elections and seeking electoral reforms under an anti-democracy and anti-people constitution that should be overturned. OCD, that is, Ninas cannot fathom. It can't make sense. There's an article that you're supposed to, this is an article that came out. This topic we just read, just type it, and please, Ninas, help us to put it there. Help us to drop the article in the platform so that our people can read the entire thing. Because of time, we don't read the full thing. Meanwhile, the colonial political puppets are using everything they have to distract the youths and the populace from the only thing that can preserve them, which is complete decolonization of Nigeria. Nigeria must be deconstructed. It's a colonial entity. It must be decolonized completely and then reconstructed if you want it. You see, this Nigeria is presently constituted, must be reconstructed, reset, reformatted, but they're distracting people. See some of the things they're using to the two people being used to distract Ndi Igbo and drag them to their demise. This is a post from Orient Harmony on Facebook. You can go and follow it, follow this this Facebook, this post, so that you can read. You can read the title, the whole thing. He says, we'll read some of the part of it. We can't read all completely. He said, there are two Igbos misleading Igbo people and preventing the Igbo dream, because we have a dream as in the Igbo. To have that ability, it must be two Igbos who can pull a crowd. Otherwise, they would not have the power to distract and deceive so many. The writer is saying that these two people have been picked by the enemy to distract Ndi Igbo from the Igbo dream we have. The dream of an Igbo man is sovereignty, total deconstruction, total, complete decolonization. We want it for ourselves and we want it for other ethnic nations. But Ndi Igbo are being distracted. So are the rest of Nigerians. Yes. So they are using these two that we posted. These two Igbos. One is in Nnamdi Kanu. We'll tell you how. The second one is Peter Obi. We'll briefly read the article, then you go and read the remaining. Nnamdi Kanu promotes Biafra instead of Igbo nation. Because he uses the word Biafra, Ndi Igbo, being emotionally linked to the true Biafra of 1967-70, become deceived that there is some kind of continuation between that and the scam that Nnamdi Kanu is distracting them with and duping them with, we will add. Nnamdi Kanu's Biafra is a supreme leader, feudalistic, violent control, violent bondage of Igbo nation. through the use of terror, force, fetish, narcotics, cannibalism, and ripping out Igbo to replace with Biafra. So they rip out Igbo and use Biafra to replace it. Our people think it's freedom that Nnamdi Kanu is bringing to them. It's not any freedom. There are audio recordings of Nnamdi Kanu saying that Igbo is a cost. Igbo is cost. Saying that Igbo is cost. And I've heard his followers repeat that word. Igbo is cost. And although the land is Igbo land, he and his IPOB and ESN gang are doing their best to replace it with Biafra land. That land they call Biafra land is Igbo land. It's not Biafra land. Biafra was a vehicle that Igbo and other Eastern region nationalities had used at that time to exit or try to exit Nigeria that had been killing them because something was happening. They were killing our people. It is strange when people are telling the story, they tell the story as if the story started in 1967. They have been killing our people for years. Biafra was just a vehicle they tried to use to exit that coven called colonial Nigeria. It was unsuccessful. Biafra did not erase Igbo like Nnamdi Kanu and his gang are hoping to achieve by violence and scam. The bloodshed and criminality committed by Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB and ESN gang are too well known and are in public domain. Just Google it. For some of these Itibolibo lawyers that bring out videos that make me want to puke, to say these ones, did they even go to law school? Where did they grab their own from? One was even saying that because there's, okay, we'll get to that. I'll tell us. Let me finish reading the article, part of it. Number 2, Peter Obi, that's the B part. We thought about 2 people that are being used to distract from Igbo. Peter Obi, too, does not promote Igbo nation. Peter Obi does not promote Igbo cause. He made it abundantly clear by congratulating Yakub Gowon in October 2024 at Gowon's 90th birthday and minimizing and erasing what Gowon did. Gowon is a war criminal. But Peter Obi minimized and erased his crime against Igbo, giving the genocide of Igbo that Gowon supervised. Only someone who lacks true heart love for Igbo can do such a thing. And that Peter Obi is an Igbo, and that Peter Obi is an Igbo makes it very much worse.
Even worse.
Painful. So it says it is impossible for Peter Obi to ever become president of Nigeria. It's impossible for Peter Obi, Isioke, to ever become president of Nigeria. His 2027 opportunity is gone. And even though the media gives his obedient followers space to rant and rave, that is where it ends. Because
it's all a Bitcoin.
Exactly. Because Tinubu APC has the winner's hand. Therefore, if at all Peter Obi is given a presidential candidate ticket by a political party, it is very unlikely, firstly, that he will gain as many votes as he did in 2023. When Tinubu was outside, he did all that he did. Now he's inside that so rock. You are going there to go and do what?
He's just a Judas goat that is trying to drag our people to their damnation while he gains, right? So, and then when you lose again, he said, it's a basketball team. Okay, I don't want to lose my visa to go see my house in Dubai. In case you lose in Kenya, I'm gonna London or sitting at my swimming pool. Because no, go back and prepare next time. We'll come back again for this match.
Yes, we just finished the match. Yeah. So we finish up the article. We are not finishing it, just part that we're reading. But let us just pamper obedience for now and allow them to believe that P2B is as popular as he was in 2023. Tinubu's APC is more in charge now of Nigeria's system So no doubt that Tinubu will be declared winner if you go for that election. The only option Peter Obi would have is to go to court, because he has to be seen as being democratic. In recent years, US visa, okay, that my sister has mentioned it, US visa bans have been imposed on politicians linked to electoral violence, etc. The Supreme Court is therefore the Supreme Court will therefore decide 2027 elections, not obedience. Are you unanania?
Will never be
So
you.
it will never be you. So we'll go back to Nnamdi Kanu. We're talking about two people distracting Ndibo and Nigeria, because if Ndibo are distracted, Nigerians are also being distracted, because they're not living in isolation. They're together. Everybody is being distracted. So Nina asked a question on September 26, 2025. They brought an article which we want people to go and read. It says, terminal questions for a dying criminal enterprise. Has the project changed from Biafra or death? Or have the destination for genuine freedom fighters now changed from prison, exile, or grave? Because they told us that the people that are doing genuine freedom, genuine freedom fighters must be inside in prison, or exile, or inside grave. I wonder what they want, why they want Nnamdi Kanu to leave prison. Is he no more a genuine freedom fighter? We are asking the IPONC, the FLIF. You don't. I thought you said it's Biafra or death. Why do you want to be alive? You should be ready to be following them and going, so that I in the rapture. So all of you and church people, you are in the same place. Church people will be raptured and go. In the fake freedom, we want you to go where you belong, so that we can finish the work we're doing. So we want to bring small light also to what is the video about no case submission gamble that we are hearing. Remember that on this platform, though we have just small time, but we try to put everything together for us, so that we have all the information till we come again, so that you will not be deceived. So the no case submission gamble, listen, there is really nothing to try, because the only thing prosecution needs is to prove is that those explosive broadcasts that offended Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022, which they call TPPA 2022, are the only thing they need to prove is whether the voice they heard in the broadcast is truly the voice of Nnamdi Kanu. This case is not whether you want to do Biafra or you don't want to do Biafra. They are trying this case based on this act. And all they need to prove is, is this your voice or is it not? And that tax has been made, made easy for the prosecution, since accused was making videos of himself for years while making those broadcasts. So it's simple. We have shown you this. Are we displaying this terrorism act? Because, like we said, some of these lawyers, when they speak, we begin to wonder whether there's water inside their head or what is going on with their brain. We don't understand. How can you see something like this that a country called Nigeria has, and you're saying, oh, where else are they doing it? In what other country are they doing it? This is a law that Nigeria put in place, and that's what they are using to try your brother. And the lawyer or lawyers on the flave are deceiving my people, telling them cock and bull story. It is not fair. So we are talking about distractions. Now, the latest distraction is that of VDM, because they will continue to distract our people with things that do not make sense. It is unfortunate, most unfortunate, that they kept our people ignorant. Then all of a sudden, they now come and begin to make them believe what that does not make sense.
Oh,
It's most unfortunate, and we don't know, like, we come here to make our people to get information, but rather than get this information, they will allow themselves to be deceived, and they will keep running after things that do not make sense. So apart from denying this youth,
Parasitic manipulation, that's what it is.
exactly, denying these youths formal education, they actually want them to believe that they could use broom to sweep away insecurity. They could use broom.
You can use broom to fly to somebody else's location and suck their blood.
Yes. So they make them believe that they will use broom to sweep away impunity. They will use broom to sweep a failed country like Nigeria into a functional society.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. And the information is here. Those that want to be deceived, it's like when we are telling people about IPOB, those young people, they were here abusing us. They are dead now. Those that are not dead have run away to somewhere. Only if they listen, but they chose to be deceived. Ninas on 24 August 2025 brought out another article. He said, what is the way out of the mess Nigeria has become? Is it leadership change via election or constitutional reset via transitioning? But before we tell you the way out, we want to play the final video for you so that you can watch, because the people outside the world know what is happening. You are the only one being deceived. Nigerians are the only ones being deceived. The rest of the world, they know what is going on. And are working with us, because all of us cannot be Itibolibo. It's in a place where, in a country of blind, one-eyed man becomes their leader. However, God bless us that some people have eyes. So we all cannot be behaving as if we are blind. And if you're a member of this community, you are not allowed to be blind or to be ignorant. You will be well informed. Let's listen. Thank you.
There was no Truth Nigeria. There was no media organizations. And you know what was happening to those people? To Lawrence and Masara Kim and all of them? The journalists sitting in the big capital cities, the big cities and in the capital, who were taking the line from the government and didn't have the courage or the integrity or the professionalism or the character or the motivation to go to those frontline villages. They just bought the line from the government that it wasn't really happening, and they bought the line from the US State Department that this is nomadic tribesmen being forced to move from climate change. The Fulani are not really terrorists. Oh, the fact that they're Muslims got nothing to do with it. Because they're nomadic tribesmen, they're looking for other land. They're looking to go somewhere, and that's forcing them to clash with the Christian villages. Nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. That is just an example to you of how climate has been used as a scam. I mean, it's not just fake, it's much worse than that. All of these systems that are being implemented that are so profoundly dishonest, they're systems of control. How do we control the people, control the information and the narrative, and then have that as cover to do whatever it is that we want to do, which, by the way, is to go into Christian villages and not only annihilate people. I mean, in one of the recent attacks that Truth Nigeria has reported on, putting women and children inside cages in the market and burning them alive. I mean, I was sitting down to dinner in my hometown in Texas one Friday night years ago. My husband was with me. It was when we were trying to get the Sound of Freedom was being blocked because people didn't want child trafficking to be a conversation everyone was having. And we were doing our best to help get that movie put out. And I got a video. I showed it to my husband as we sat down. He couldn't eat. And it was a young 18-year-old, 17, 18-year-old girl from Nigeria who was pulled from one of the villages. And as they were slicing off her head, they were digging her baby out of her tummy. And she was well advanced in pregnancy. That's the reality of what, when you put those numbers up and you go before your colleagues in Congress and you put those numbers forward, that's what it means in human terms. I mean, Lawrence once was calling Doug and myself. He's sitting in the back of a meat wagon on the bodies of his friends and neighbors with malaria. Remember, after that he went out with malaria for weeks. I mean, these The courage of the people who are on the front lines reporting this cannot be overstated. But the challenge that they face is that the media itself denies the reality that they see and report on with their own eyes and ears. I mean, that's without conscience. Honestly, I stand before all of you in the National Press Club of the United States of America, the most powerful free nation on earth, where we have First Amendment rights. And I cannot say strongly enough to the press corps, do your job. Do your job. Because we are supposed to be the inspiration.
Yeah, that is gone. And as we sit around there deceiving our people with uneducated fool, with earring in his nose and earring in his mouth and earrings in his private part and earrings and everywhere else, and making it sound like they are going to save you. Just another distraction. If it's not the obedient, is the man with muscle. If it's not the one with muscle, is the movie star Nollywood with big nyash. If it's not that with big nyash, it's another Hollywood that left the wife and got another wife pregnant in Germany. It's all a decoy, my people. All a distraction from letting you know exactly what's going on and what you need to do to get yourself out of this quagmire, because you will continue to be on a loop. Especially if you and here they want you to have pity on them. Oh, Nigeria is hard. Yes, drink of it, enjoy it. That's what you want. It's hard. What are you doing? What are you doing in your neck of the wood to say, how do we get out of like serious contemplation or contemplation to get this thing done? No, you're not doing anything. You say that you're believing in your God, or you're believing in the viral video of the magic man with earring in his nose, or you're believing the one that left the wife and married another guy. Like, it's always something that is distracting us. And then yet, when the truth, a strong evidence is left on the table for you, you will not have even the spirit of discernment to go and look at it. God forbid if you look at it. No. You will continue to believe in something that will never work. Even the so-called things that you believe in, you're not even putting power behind it. You're just busy running your mouth, believing in it. You're not even doing anything. You're not even investing in it because you believe in it. You're not. You just bank it. So that you can magically appear with your money and then begin business. Rapture is not coming. Go ahead, sister.
Yes, rapture is not coming. We are here to do the job. We do the work, and we want you to be part of it. But as we end this show today, we want to put the things together because everybody's saying, what is the way out of this mess? Before you know the way out of the mess, we want you to understand the mess very well. We have said that colonialism and neo-colonialism is the cause of war, chaos, crisis all over the world. It is an illegitimate system built to control the indigenous ethnic nationalities and peoples, to control their lives, their assets, and their resources. The only solution, therefore, is to completely decolonize. That's the only solution. You're not going to vote yourself out of this mess. You're going to remove the colonial structures and systems that are controlling you and tying the hands of your people down. And we must work together, all the ethnic nations, all the ethnic nationalities, according to the UN Declaration on the Indigenous Peoples' Rights of 2007. For those that are still quoting UN documentation of 1945, no, that one has passed. That one was the colonized whatever. Ikengi Urago, take your correction here. There is now a new document called the 2007 UN Declaration on the Rights of the Indigenous Peoples. Go and read it. It's about 45 articles. It's online. The PDF is there. If you want us to send it to you, we will send it to you so that you'll be telling our people the right thing. So, but the thing is that for you to exercise that right, you must be a distinct indigenous ethnic nation on your ancestral land. So, as we're saying, we will work together, we will collaborate so that we will undo this injustice brought upon our land, brought upon our people by this evil system. That's the only way to establish peace and prosperity on earth. Any religion, Christianity, Islam, traditional worship, worship of stone, worship of cow, worship of ndemo, any religion that does not seek this decolonization is useless to humanity and should be scrapped. I don't care who is preaching it. What is religion? What is politics? Of what use is your worship of God if it does not deliver and lift humanity out of bondage and oppression? Only real mandate constantly being stolen is the mandate of the indigenous peoples. It is not the mandate of Peter, John, or Paul. You can't lose what you don't have. Peter Obi never had any mandate, so he will not even be losing it. The mandate we are talking about is the mandate of the indigenous peoples. The ethnic people, they have their mandate, their authority, their sovereignty. It was stolen from them through colonialism and neo-colonialism. The military class of 1966 stole this sovereignty, the authority of the indigenous ethnic nations through their imposed 1999 unitary constitution, which gave them the rights to constantly siphon, waste, and share the people's resources with their cronies, friends, and families. This death dispensing, anti-development, corruption fueling, impunity enabling military 1999 constitution is the embodiment of the neo-colonialism we are talking about. And it must go down for peace to reign. The only way out of this mess, are you hearing? DDM, Ina Zazikwezi, if you are there sweeping, the only way out of this mess is constitutional reset via transitioning, not leadership change via election. If you check, we have seen several videos suggesting that USA, France, Britain, EU, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and all of them, all these empire and emirate builders have been creating and financing terrorism in Africa and Nigeria. You have enough videos.
Yep.
Good a thing. That prosperity that they have built through thousands of years, going to 2,000 years now, prosperity they built on shedding blood of the indigenous people is now going down. And destruction they produced for the indigenous peoples and nations, the destruction is making a rebound and falling on them. Their children are after them. So the rest of humanity, the indigenous peoples, need to reorganize their peoples and their communities, because you are still on your ancestral land. Thank God. You need to organize your people and get ready for a new world. Yes, there is a new world coming. Not the one that you people are rapturing to. This earth, we are building it. You know what? The 1884-85 Berlin Conference balkanization of the indigenous peoples of Africa has expired. It has expired. You know where your family members are. You know where your peoples are. You know where they scattered your people to. Go and begin to connect with them. You don't need a white man's permission or the permission of Mbaka, of your priest or your bishop to connect with your indigenous people. We give kudos to our brothers in Anyoma that are gathering Ndibu together. We will show you some of their videos, pictures at the end so that you can follow them and like them. So please extend hands of friendship and brotherliness to your brothers. Begin to leave those that have been thrown into pits of poverty and restore your ancestral homelands and communities. It is time. We'll give you an example. like what is happening in Lagos. We saw lands, properties being burnt down and everything going on there. We agree that Lagos belongs to indigenous people of Yoruba land. It was the colonizer that lied and made it a no man's land via their colonial constitutions, now adopted by military as 1999 Unitary Constitution under neo-colonialism. So please, indigenous people of Yoruba land, as you seek to reclaim your sovereignty, ancestral homeland, assets and resources, you must show mercy on and kindness to other indigenous peoples, other indigenous nations who had invested on your lands. You can take back your lands and resources through negotiations and conversation, not colonial type of wickedness,
What do you?
which always seek to steal, kill, and destroy. Don't be like them. Don't be like what we are fighting. Please, we make this appeal as you continue to work on reclaiming your land. We also encourage other indigenous peoples. Gather your people together. Efik, Urobo, Ijo, Igbo, all the ethnic nationalities. Gather your people together. Continue to come and build together because Nigeria must be reconstructed. Nigeria must be reset. It must be reformatted. We must reformat it. We don't have any other choice. Thank you. So I want to show you some of the pictures of our brothers that are working. This one calls himself a modern day town crier. He does a beautiful work. They are doing a good job. These people we are calling now are people that are doing a good job trying to decolonize our people, trying to teach them things that they should know, trying to open their minds from where the colonial people have taken them to. So we want to recognize them because they're helping to decolonize the minds of the indigenous peoples of Africa and Nigeria, and as well as help organize the indigenous ethnic peoples and nationalities. The other one that we showed was, okay, this is modern day town crier. You can follow them on social media. This is Lane Nkugi. This is Matthias Ezak with his Gospel of Truth. I think there's another one. This is Senator Rich K from Anioma. We will be bringing more of them. The essence of it, because there's a show we told you that as we move forward now, we want to be gathered because we're on different parallel lane. Those of us that want decolonization, those of us that want freedom, those of us that want to free our people and move forward, we're on one side. Then those that want to continue to be colonized by church and politicians and all these fake people, they're on one side. They should do their thing, be there and be colonized. So we are gathering ourselves together. We want you to follow these people, encourage their page, and share information because we're going to be sharing information, sharing intelligence reports and everything as we work towards reclaiming our sovereignty, reclaiming our ancestral homelands. Finally, we want to pull up the Nina's that other Nina's something, just as summary. Yeah, thank you so much. For you to see the choice we are making. One side, those that are going for election 2027, they are continuing with neo-colonialism because they're going to do that under 1999 Constitution. We know they will destroy themselves, so they're already on the pathway of destruction. We don't have any business with them. We are not begging them not to buy themselves. They will naturally buy themselves because when you sow blood, you reap blood. So you chose blood. That's why it's red. You're on that side. We are here for our people, the indigenous people. We are going towards transition, and that transition has started. You can see people, a lot of indigenous people from Yoruba land, indigenous people from Igbo land, from Ijaw, Ishekiri, that are gathering themselves, their family members, going to bring up their culture, tradition, the things that the enemy took away. So we are already working. So at the end of the day, we have three options: either federation, confederation, or sovereign state entities. It's the people that will decide. It's not any politician that will decide for us. It's not any of all those fake artificial things. So continue to work hard. We are moving, and the earth is moving with us. You can see what is happening in other places, everything working like we're excited. This is the best time to be alive. Thank you.
Thank you, sister, for that. So, brothers and sisters, in conclusion, we must hear this truth and let it burn down within us, because no angel will descend to rewrite our constitution, no rapture will build our schools, no heavenly trumpet will pave our roads or restore our dignity. Heaven will not do for us what we refuse to do for ourselves. So for far too long, we have stood on the sidelines singing about paradise while others shaped our destiny on earth. We cannot keep voting under the same fraudulent 1999 constitution and expect freedom to magically appear. Every national election held under this imposed constitution is not just a vote, it's a renewal of our captivity. This is why the Nina strategy exists, not as another empty promise, but rather a concrete, lawful pathway to retrieve our stolen sovereignty and secure a future where our children will no longer beg for dignity in their own hometown. This is not a theory, it's an action waiting for your hands. It's a strategy waiting for you to wake up and do the needful. So today I say to you, the time is now. Before any national election, we must rise to set this strategy in motion. No more waiting for the sky to split into two. No more outsourcing our responsibility to a distant heaven. We must reject the fraudulent election, activate the Nina's plan, and reclaim what was stolen from us. So this is a defining moment for our generation. If we miss it, our children would inherit chains instead of freedom. However, if we act now, if we stand and unite and move with clarity, history will remember that we were the generation that refused to keep waiting for rapture while others rule our land. Heaven cannot remain to be our only hope, because the earth must become our field of action. They sold us hope in heaven while they seized the riches of the earth. But we are saying no more. We are taking it back. We are taking back the earth. You go and take the heaven. Buru the heaven, let it be all yours. We are not coming in there. You and your white Jesus, you guys can have that heaven. We are going to build our riches on this Mother Earth, because guess what? It is world without end. You say. Until next week, brothers and sisters, we shall see you then. Hey, Richago, we are done with their party. So they can come from every angle. We are saying no more. We know who we are, and we are reclaiming our rightful place. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Continue to help us to share this information, get it to go across. We must do this work.